still working on trigonometric identities. Page 141 of your notes. We're looking at the second question that says solve 3 sine theta equals 2 cos theta. So here you want to solve for theta, and that requires you to get to a point where there is either sine theta equals a number, cos theta equals a number, or tan theta equals a number. And because they are separate and they're different terms, you want an identity to be used so that you can end up with one term. So the best identity here would be to use tan theta is sine over cos. To make a tan, you can divide both sides by cos. So you get tan theta equals 2 over 3. And then you know the usual way. Use your calculator. Shift tan. I have it in degrees. I hope. 2 divided by 3. And that's 33.69. I'll just use that, 33.69. Okay, and because this requires you to use the domain between 0 to 360, we can check how many more you can have within this. So if this is 33, you should have one more, which is 180. Add that same value. So add 33.69. Which is 213.69. So you can say theta between 0 and 360 is 33.7 degrees, 237 degrees. Because adding 180 to 33.7, adding 180 to 213.7 will take you beyond 360. So we will stop at these two. So this is the solution for the second problem on your notes. Moving on to the third one. You've got 3 cos squared theta plus 4 sine theta equals 4. And you want to solve it for theta. Hint, always remember this. If it's a square term, most of the time it's a quadratic that you need to create. Okay, but this is cos and this is sine. The best thing would be to actually have all the terms in either in sine or cos. Sine theta you can't do anything, but you can use the new identity that you have learned to change cos squared theta to sine. How? Because you know sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is 1. So cos squared theta must be 1 minus sine squared theta. And you replace that here. Bring the 4 to this side. And here you have a quadratic that you can put in your calculator to solve. If you want to help you, you can replace your sine theta with x, and you get 3x squared plus 4x minus 1 equals 0. Just don't forget to replace it back. I'm just going to use the calculator to go to the equation, go to the quadratic, and type in my quadratic, minus 3, 4, and minus 1, minus 3, 4, and minus 1 gives me 1 and a third. So 1 and a third, which means sine theta is 1 and sine theta is a third. So what you have to do now is solve for them between minus 180 and 180. So just draw okay. So find the inverse sine of 1, find the inverse sine of third, and finish your equation. So if I go back in my calculator, sine inverse of 1 we know is 90 degrees, which is here. That doesn't have any more solution between minus 180 180, so that's the only solution there. Sine inverse of a third is 19.5. Check that in your calculator as well while you're doing that with me. So 19.5 is somewhere here, and you should have another solution here for that. So if this is 19.5, this is 180 minus 19.5. So 180 minus 19.5 is 160.5. And these are the 3 solutions to this question on page 141 of your notes.